Grandpa, tell me about the good old days. Oh man, I love that song. Anyways, how's it going, guys? Yeah, so a lot of people ask me my ideas and stuff, and that's why I'm making so many videos. I'm like trying to get my ideas out there so you guys know basically who I am, where I sit at, and a lot of different subjects. And a lot of people ask me about immigration because I'm half Cree and I follow my Cree heritage and I've devoted my life to that lifestyle. So they think right away, instantly, and like one of my friends said to me, and he's like, "Well, you must be like us and not want the Muslims and this one and that one to come here because they take our jobs." And I looked at my friend and I said, "Buddy, if I thought like you, I wouldn't want you here." Like, oh my God, his mouth dropped. He was shocked. He couldn't believe I said that. And I'm like, "Well, what do you expect, man?" I'm like, look, let's be real about this for just a moment. I want all of you to listen to me too. All you Canadians out there, all my brothers and sisters on both sides of the table, okay? Cree, Mohawk, Ojibwe, I don't care where you're from. You're my brother and sister, and I want you to listen. And everybody that's in Canada, I don't care what color your skin color is. I don't care what language you speak. I want you to listen. If you can't understand me, just get a translator. But I want you to listen, okay? When this country was built, your people, or your ancestors, a lot of your ancestors, came here peacefully. Holy shit! Oh, what? Cool, how dare you? No, let's be fucking real for a moment. Even to my brothers and sisters on this side table, let's be real. Okay? There's plenty of times, I've heard plenty of stories of how farmers that would come here, the settlers, the farmers and stuff, how they would come here and we had trade amongst us and fur trade with food and it was peaceful and it was all right. There was people here who actually took on our way of life. Sorry, give me 2 seconds here. So there was a moment in time at the beginning where there was a peaceful entrance of settlers. But then, of course, the kings and the queens and the generals and the military and this and that got involved and it turned into a complete and total genocide unlike the world has ever seen. People keep talking and making movies about Hitler Germany still to this day about Nazis and whatnot. And yet it's not even on the same scale. You wouldn't even find it on the same list. It's so minuscule compared to what was done to my ancestors. Okay, never mind. It's just a message here and we pop out my screen. I'm not good with these stupid things. Oh, come on. Okay, sorry. Not good with technology and all that. Like I said, I'm dumb when it comes to this stuff. But, so she completely made me lose my train of thought. So anyways, when they came here, it was peaceful, it was decent. We were teaching them how to grow their crops in our soil because we knew it best. And there was a moment in time, but then they got involved and everything went to shit and the worst genocide happened. And I'm sick and tired of people today being blamed for what happened 200 years ago. I am saying on the Cree half of my side, it has nothing to do with any of you. You did not cause that. You did not inflict any of that pain or suffering upon my people or upon any of the other nations. These were people and individuals from almost 200 years ago. So I'm not going to blame you. I'm not holding you responsible for that. I'm not even throwing it in your face. I don't care about that when it comes to you. You want to talk about them? Okay. Pieces of shit, garbage, whatever. There's homicidal fucking maniacs and they just love to fucking molest little girls and boys. That was dumb. I mean, last I checked, we created a law preventing all that, right? So how are you like them at all? So when I, that's basically how I try to present myself, even on the regular day basis of life, right? So when I talk to, or I go to one of the reservations, or I run into one of my brothers or sisters, it's Ojibwe or Mi'kmaq, and I see one of my Canadian brothers and sisters, be it white, black, blue, green, I don't give a shit, from space, from fucking Mercury, I don't care. You're my brothers and sisters, man. We're all here on one fucking planet, and last I checked, none of us have a secondary planet to vacation on. Okay? So we're here together. Get over it. So when it comes to immigration, my idea is this. They're not coming here and causing pain. They're not coming here and causing suffering. They're not coming here and causing any type of genocide. And they're not coming here to do anything that could inflict your life whatsoever. Shut up and leave them alone. Okay? They want to come here. They can come here. We got to stop thinking that because you don't want to work that 9-to-5 job, that should mean no one else should be allowed to do it. Okay? If you're not willing to do that job and somebody else is willing to come here from another country, I don't care where they're from, Britain, Russia, whatever, and they want to work and they're willing to do the 9-to-5, shut up. Leave them alone. Who are you to talk? So that's my outlook on immigration, okay? They didn't come here and do anything bad. They came here to work, to build a home, to build a life, to do what they need to do to get ahead in life and to live our way of life, because we have such a beautiful home and we're beautiful people and we're the perfect neighbor. So, I mean, that's why they're coming here. They want that. And yeah, they want to bring their religion with them, and you know, that's who they are. And so what? Who cares? We believe in our own things, and yet you still brought Catholics and Christians and Jews and Protestants and paganism, and you still brought all this stuff here. Hinduism, Judaism, Jehovah Witness, the list goes on and on, guys. Realism, the spaghetti monster. You brought all this here and thought it was okay. You said it's part of you, who you are, so it's okay to bring it here. So then leave them alone and let them pray to whoever they wish to pray to, whoever, because look, do you have a direct phone call to whoever the hell is up there? Or to whoever's down there? Or whoever's anywhere? Do you have that direct line? Because I would like to use that direct line, tell that mother, whoever the hell is up there, to get his ass back here, because we are messing up bad. So I would love that to use that phone if you have that on hand. Okay? Shut up. Leave them alone. See, one thing I find is missing from this world that we should be putting back in schools, that we should be teaching our young, so that way they don't make the same mistakes we did. And it's so simple. It's so simple. And it's one word. One word. Respect. You remember that old thing? You remember that old thing our grandparents used to talk about? You remember that? That ancient, old, magical, universal, godly fucking aura called respect. Try it sometime. You believe in your shit and you want others to just leave you to be on your own shit, right? Just like me, just like everyone else. So shut up. Worry about your kids. Worry about your mother, your father. Worry about the life you have going on around you. You were placed here to live life, not to worry about everyone else, to do you. To do what makes you happy. To do what, and that's what the government's job is to be there for you. It's to be there. They're the ones who are supposed to think collectively, not you. That's why the government was created to start with. And that is the old Canadian values that built this country from the ground up. Now, the land itself was already here. We called it Turtle Island. Something we'll get into on another video. But we sold off some, not going to lie, and you're still paying for it. Whatever, that's cool, that's respect, right? You don't buy something from Walmart and not pay for it. It's not how it works. Oh, pardon me. So you buy it, you pay for it. And okay, we're all here. Nothing's going to change. No one's going to get on a bunch of boats and fuck off back to Europe or wherever they're from or their ancestors were from. Or okay, we need to get that mindset out, and that's why my brothers and sisters on this side of the table, we need to really sit down and talk about uniting our nations. We need to sit down and talk about how we need to create a government for the nations, a federal government or whatever you want to call it, a federal nation, a nation that represents all nations, that can deal with foreign entities and foreign trade, and that can start creating jobs, that can start, and yeah, sadly, it's going to be through taxation because you have to pay for it. But that's okay, because after you see what I do to Canada, you're going to know how to do it and not rip off your people, and everybody's going to just be happy about it because they know it's not going to my next private jet or your next private jet or whoever's. It's going to the people because that's the government's job. It's not to control your life. It's not to tell you what to do. It's not to be your mommy or daddy. And that is what we have to get back to. If we really want peace between everybody, that's what we have to get back to. And we need to start teaching respect in schools again. Don't you want to not keep wasting money? I don't know. I would really like the fact or the idea that my money that I'm paying in every week is going to go to a good cause. It's not going to go to some jet or to put fuel in some jet or a helicopter or the fuel in that or the cars or the fuel in that, their toilet paper, their food, their $1 million mansions and their $1 million cottages, and that's not where our money is supposed to go. This is the beginning of a revolution to take back the government and from the grasping hand of the corrupt. Because that's what we're facing with. That when I stand, if I ever do stand at a pedestal on the McCain show and do a huge debate, and I got them lined up beside me, that's what I'm facing. I'm not facing Trudeau or whatever. I'm facing a very, very corrupt bunch. And they are going to claw and do everything possible to just erase me because I'm their worst enemy. These videos might just get me killed. Who knows? I wouldn't doubt it. I'm talking about stopping them. That's not a good idea. But guess what? I ain't scared of them. Nah. I told you. You come watch my videos. It's going to be as real as it gets. You're going to want something real? We could change a lot. If we stop focusing and we stop allowing the media and we stop allowing the government to draw our attention towards stupid things like immigration. Guys, we got one Earth. I call her first grandma. Because without her, none of us would be born, right? So, and it takes a woman to have a baby or a woman to birth life. So I'm only assuming Earth is female. And I'm going to assume that he is a man because there's no way this universe is this fucked up with a woman in charge. Sorry, just isn't happening. There's a guy up there. And he's needs to get his fucking ass back here, whoever it is, whatever it is, wherever it is, whatever. He needs to come back. But why? Why would he? Look at the world we live in today. Why would they want to? You think in the universe, this big, vast, empty space that he spent trillions of years creating. You honestly think there ain't a planet out there that's already fucking mastered perfection? Mastered no crime, no drugs, no this, no that, all happy, perfect government. You don't think that somewhere out in this vast universe there ain't a planet like that? Now this motherfucker somewhere, he's with them. And he has zero intentions of coming back here. Unless we change too. Maybe that's the next evolutionary stage of human existence. No crime, no drugs, no government regulations, no like FDA. Our food has been getting worse and worse by the year thanks to the FDA and all their regulations and policies they put it down on farmers. I remember back in the day, my grandfather was a big boy, and I mean everyone of his generation I saw were pretty big fucking people. Even the short people were big people. And today, it's like we're all staying pretty slim, and unless you eat a lot, which is cool, whatever, I don't care. I love food too. I don't even know how I eat so much, it's crazy, and I don't gain a pound, but that's because of high metabolism and stuff like that. So there's medical reasons for that, but it's not problems or anything. Don't worry. I ain't like fucking biting. Gonna go fucking go to sleep on you here. But it just it's crazy, and holy shit, when are we going to change it? When? So he's gone, man. Don't expect God or Allah or Buddha or Jehovah or Jesus or God or whatever you call it. Don't expect it. Number one, we're whiny little babies. We can't go a second without praying for the stupidest things. Things that we can easily solve ourselves. But we got to pray to Him. Well, I mean, don't you think that's a little annoying after a while? You ever see that Family Guy episode with Stewie and his mom? Mom, 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 mama, mama. You remember that? That's what it's like listening to us being Him. Would you want to be around that at all? Fuck, most parents would have snapped, told him to shut up, just like Lois did. So, don't expect him to come back unless we fix ourselves. We prove to whoever's there and to her that we're ready to evolve. And someone has to take that first step. We have to take that first step because the government's trying to keep us down here. They're trying to keep us on that same plateau where they just get richer and our lives get shittier. And they keep saying pretty words up until election time. Then where are they? Oh, that's right. We just found out our elderly were being abused. And it was thanks to our military we found out because no one else was telling us. And you don't think they didn't know? You don't think for a second they don't have people going around checking these places and everything? They didn't know? They knew. They heard the complaints. But because it's their buddies or because, that's a nurse, no, they don't do no wrong. So they go back and, oh no, everything's fine. They knew. They didn't care. Why? Because they're going to die soon and they're the nurses and the doctors and they got the title and they're more important. Bullshit. But we just found out thanks to our military. And now we don't hear nothing about it. Weird. We just found out our elderly were being abused for years. And you talk about it for a week? Weird. Unless someone went to the media and told them stop talking about it. Because, that's a pretty big fucking story. You should still be fucking like, they're all in America, all the news media are on Trump. You should be on this in Canada. But no. No accountability whatsoever for anyone. That's what we need to stop. That's where I play the perfect role. Because you ain't gonna... No! See, us Cree folk, we love our elderly just as much as we love our kids. So... we'd risk our own lives to save either. I think that would take better care of our elderly than what we have now. It can't get any worse, folks. I cannot possibly go any worse if I'm in charge. Think about it. We're already off the fucking ladder. So how are you expecting to go further down if you're already on the cement floor? Right? Only thing that can happen from this point forth is to get back on the ladder and start climbing up. Just the way I see it. We can't go any worse. There is no bottom below where we are. We're not even on the ladder. And they're still sinking us even deeper. But with all this fucking foreign aid and shit handing it out, and yet we're apparently in a second wave, but they're handing money to other countries, money that they should be putting in us. But nope. Buddies need that money. So their buddies are going to get it, not you. You know, you who handed them that money, who worked, who slaved every day, who takes time away from their family, you pay that. Not on my watch. You would definitely not pay that. Matter of fact, that's going to come to a very, very fast halt until we find out where that money's going, who's getting that money. We're gonna look into it. I'm gonna gather a team and best PIs I can find in Canada, and we're gonna go to work. Well, they're gonna go to work. I gotta fix the country, but see, this way I can take out multiple birds with one stone. Fuck 2 birds. I'm going for multiple, because we are in some serious trouble. It's just like the farmers, the poor, poor farmers, the people who feed us, who take care. Oh my God. We hand billions to these CEO corporate fucks who already have interest and shares and whatnot. So even if, say, Walmart closed down, we closed Walmart all throughout Canada, he ain't missing any money. He's got businesses elsewhere. He's got shares in other businesses. He's got fucking, he is still laughing to the bank. But we hand our farmers peanuts? People who put food on our plate every day? I am so disgusted. Food Basics and all these big chains and all that should have been shut down. And there should have been stands outside of farmers' houses, and everybody do roadside pickup at farmers, and you shop at the farmers, because all the food we buy comes basically from China. So you're infecting your family the second you open the fucking thing. You might get a whiff of corona. So wouldn't it only make more sense if we're going to quarantine something seriously, that because it's so deadly, that we turn to our farmers and say, okay, we're only going to buy Canadian products, and we're going to need you guys to be set up and ready. Whatever you need, we're there. That's what should have happened. That would have boosted our farmers' economy at the same time, because they have been needing a boost for a long time because the government keeps screwing them through the FDA, that now it's almost nearly impossible and even a bother to do a farm unless it's a government-owned farm. Well, no more. Not with this guy. That's what we want. That's what you want. Everyone wins. Jobs are created. I mean, nobody loses. Except for the government, because they won't be able to buy their fucking $1 million mansions and their cars and their all this shit and put their kids through college while your kids hold fucking 10 jobs just to get through college. And they get a free pass on our dollar, and we can't even help pay our kids fucking college? No. That will never happen again. And because of the big, huge pay cut, chances are we're going to have a lot of openings within the government. So if anybody's looking for a job after, look at that. I just created jobs by lowering everybody to 400 to 500 and 600 bracket. I guarantee you these guys take off out of office, which means we're going to need to fill those positions, guys. Come on down. If you got great ideas and we're all ready to work as a team in one unit instead of all this fucking bickering bullshit, come on down. We can use you. You and your ideas. And we'll work night and day, man. And that mansion and shit, give it back to them. That $2 million they were supposed to, I guess they hand or whatever, keep it. I don't want none of it. I'm in my fucking apartment. I'll stay here. And I'll keep working abroad and shit. I'm about to get my full license anyway, so I've got my car on the road soon. I'll be able to travel without using fucking private planes and shit. I drive my own self, thank you very much. And I didn't get some Ferrari. I got a Chevrolet Cruze Premier. You know, it's fully loaded, but I mean, it's a family car. It's a camping car. Great on gas. That's why I got it. I didn't care what it was called. I don't even know the first thing about cars. I'm not a mechanic kind of guy. I'm the guy who goes in the woods. So, whatever. It was a car. It was a nice car. And as far as I was concerned, good on gas. Yeah, sold. But once we start pulling in our own resources instead of buying outward, right? Gas is going to be cheap for us. Hydro is going to be cheap for us. All this stuff is going to be super cheap for us because why? We're taking for ourselves now. And what we have extra, we're selling. We're not going to sell our whole lot and then buy it back at premium bracket prices. Not happening, no more. We're going to keep it for ourselves and then we're going to build a stockpile and that's what's going to be used to sell out to all these countries. But as far as our gas and resources, staying right here. That's what's going to happen with a guy like me in charge. Anyways, guys, that's just my ideas on those subjects. It's up to you guys to get out there and vote if you really want change. Remember, underneath, write Cole Holmes, and then after that, I want you to make that box and check it. Probably won't win, but even if I did, at least we'd have some change finally. Change for us, for once. Man. Anyways, have a great day, guys.